to New Day Northwest. For more than 117 years, Rotary International has brought people together, providing service and fellowship. In the Seattle area, there are more than 50 clubs alone. They have service projects ranging from helping the homeless in Washington to helping eradicate polio and malaria overseas. Jennifer Jones is the first female president in Rotary history, and I'm thrilled to have her in studio today. Thank you for being here.
I am delighted to be here with you.
Now, we gave a brief description of Rotary, but can you describe for us how it's changing the world?
Sure. Well, we call ourselves people of action, people of purpose, people of influence. So it's community leaders, problem solvers, uniting 1.4 million of us around the world in more than 200 countries, geographical areas, tackling what we say are the world's most pressing challenges. And so we align the areas that we focus on directly with the UN Sustainable Development Goals. And so it gives us that opportunity for us collectively as a world to be focusing on the things that really need to be changed in our communities, and when we say community, we mean our global community as well.
Like polio, and a lot of people may not realize this, but polio is almost eradicated worldwide thanks to the work Rotarians, is that correct?
We have been at this since 1985 and have led bringing a collaboration of partners together, including the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the CDC, WHO, UNICEF, Gavi, and we have 29 cases year to date in 2 endemic countries of Pakistan and Afghanistan. But you know, we just saw New York declare a state of emergency because a case was found, vaccine-derived case in New York. We've seen one in London, we've seen one in Mozambique and Malawi. And so we know from pandemic that until every child is safe, no one is safe, and everything is a plane ride away. But science tells us that we can contain it, and we're on track to eradicating this disease, the second in the history of the world, behind smallpox, by 2026.
Unbelievable.
It's big.
It's big, it's huge, it's been many years in the work, and it's good to be on the almost other side of it. You mentioned partnering with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to fight polio and malaria. Do you think Bill and Melinda see Rotary as an important partner? I mean, obviously they do. We
have a wonderful relationship with them, particularly with polio, but expanding into things like malaria, where they see us as a trusted partner. And because we are boots on the ground and we have a volunteer army that's able to be out there doing the work that we're doing, they really appreciate and rely on that relationship. So we've taken what we've learned from our partnership with polio, moving it into malaria and to other initiatives, particularly supporting girls and women as well.
That is huge. And that is a big, important component for you. I mean, you were the first female president in Rotary's 117-year history. Why do you think it took so long to make that happen? And what is the significance of your presidency?
Well, quite honestly, in 1985, or 1987, I should say, it took a Supreme Court ruling for women to be permitted to join our organization. And so I know it's kind of startling. And that was here in the United States. And so for women, we had to be invited to join. We had to serve in different leadership opportunities as a Rotary Club president, as a governor of an area, and then on our international board, and that's one of the qualifications. And so we're just at a point in time where women had served long enough, and for me, it was the right time to put my name forward and then to eventually be selected.
And it took some time for that to happen, to gain through the ranks. Your big focus on your presidency is women and girls around the world. Tell me how you hope to achieve that.
Well, diversity, equity, and inclusion, certainly those are no longer buzzwords, I think, for most of us. It's really how we wind being our best authentic selves into our experience. And so as a woman, certainly in this position, it gives me the opportunity to raise the eye line for more women to join our organization and younger members. And quite candidly, the people who are most positive and championing this kind of thinking are some of my male colleagues. And so it gives that chance, that opportunity to talk about diverse perspective and how we can be as an organization something that brings that voice in a very passionate way across the world. And I've just returned from Korea and many different countries in Africa, and the conversation and the elevation of women in leadership positions is growing rapidly.
And from what I understand, Rotary membership, it's through invitation, correct? How can people also help support Rotary?
Well, there's lots of different ways, and partnerships like we talked about a few moments ago. There's all kinds of opportunities to be able to support the good work that we're doing. Reach out to a local Rotary Club, find out what they're doing. You know, we have a lot of stereotypes that we're just about pancake breakfasts and, you know, different,
which there's nothing wrong with that.
Secret handshakes. No, good pancakes are worth the effort. And that's how we raise money for a lot of different things in our local community. But it's so much larger than that. And the ability to make a lasting change in the community, across the globe, but more importantly, to ourselves, because this is the paycheck that we get as members of our organization to be able to do good in the world.
Well, I'm so glad that we were able to talk with you. Thank you so much for coming here. Thank you for everything you're doing to fight, I don't know, massive diseases across the world. We will have you back again soon, I hope.
Thank you.
All right.